Good afternoon. I'm here at the Brighton Social Club in Leeds with the amazing Wild Horse.
Hello.
Hey.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We better start with who you are.
Yes, probably a good start. So I'm Jack. I play the guitar, occasionally the bass, the keys. I'm a lead singer in Wild Horse.
My name's Henry. I play bass and keys, and I do backing vocals.
I'm Ed. I do drums and gospel choir occasionally, and backing vocals.
Yes.
Brilliant. Now we've got to know you. What inspired you to play music?
Oh, I think we all started from an early age actually. I remember the distinct moment when I decided to go through the music route was when I was playing a game back in the day. But I was probably about 11 years old.
Black Ops 1.
Yes,
No.
it was Black Ops 1. I was playing a game and I was doing a mission, and Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones came on in the background. And I was like, oh, what is that song? Where does that come from? And I kept doing the mission so I could hear that song again. And then, I asked my parents what song that was, and they showed me all the classic records from the 60s and the 70s. And then my mum got me into the 80s. And then, from then on, I just knew I was going to do music. I don't know about you guys, but that was me.
Yeah. I was always really into but I started playing. Years and years and years ago now, all the way back in primary school when I was a scrawny little boy. I started out on the Spanish gut string guitar, playing classical guitar, learned classical music pretty much for a year, maybe 2 years, and but my music tastes were obviously not what they are now. Back then I was learning very classical stuff, and then I seem to remember that a mate of mine, we were the only 2 people in the school that played an instrument. And the funniest thing about it is when there's 2 guys like that trying to play the same instrument, we both play guitar, there was a bit of competition. I wanted to be better than him, he wanted to be better than me. When you look at it, I was better than him. Sorry, Matty. Coyle, I think his name was. Serena, that's it. And then he started getting into like rock and stuff, and I seem to remember that, and then so did I. And then I went into secondary school and joined an after-school sort of club that was like form your own band. That's when it really took off for me, personally, with my music. Had a couple of sort of like covers bands, and then those sort of fell apart, as they do, went our separate ways. Then it got serious, and I said, right, I want to form a new band. Ed was at the school at the time, Shaq's friend, and I said, right, you're coming in the band, we're putting you on drums. And he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I said, I need a guitar player who can
later.
play guitar for me. No one wanted to take up the role, so I said, Jack, do you want to be in the band?
I was forced to by mum.
And I thought, is it a good idea to have brothers in the band? Yes, it was. Yeah, lovely. Yeah. So, boy, don't touch me.
Now, what about you, Ed? What started your musical journey?
I was a violin player, and then I realised I didn't like the violin. I needed more noise, more instruments. So I thought the best route to go down is drums. Lots of things to whack. And then I started. I mean, I was quite into to Dire Straits and all of that sort of stuff. And I used to just drum along to whatever was on the TV. Live Aid I used to drum along to. I used to just set the drum kit up in the living room in front of the TV. Everything would have to be impeccably loud to actually hear anything over the drums.
Your poor neighbour Bridget, eh?
Yeah, poor old Bridget.
Poor old Bridget, eh?
But yeah, that's how I sort of got into it.
Good. The rest history.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Like to keep it that way.
What bands influenced you? Who are you influenced by?
The Rolling Stones.
Well, yeah.
Definitely the Rolling Stones.
I mean, there's so many. There's so many. I mean, there's the obvious, like the Stones, any classic band from like 60s, Beatles, 80s music in general. Duran Duran, yeah. I mean, all sorts of stuff. I mean, I'd say all music influences us really, because we find ourselves listening to all sorts of stuff and stealing, or not stealing, just politely borrowing from different styles of music and putting it into our own. Because we really want to try and broaden our musical horizons as much as possible. And the only way you do that is by listening to lots of music. So yeah, literally everything inspires us.
Yeah.
The list is literally endless.
It's like a whole blend, and like I wouldn't even go as far back, and I'll just sort of revert back to your previous question. The sort of music I really started getting into was like blues. So like classic blues,
Yeah.
like Robert Johnson,
Muddy Waters.
absolutely Muddy Waters, Buddy Guy, all that sort of stuff, and even Sam Cooke as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah. I was going to say who formed the band, but you've already told us that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want to just put my hand up and say yes, it was all me.
It was you and Ed, wasn't it? Really?
But if these two are happy for me to do that, then yeah, I suppose it was me.
Yeah, that solves that question.
To be fair, I
it was
think
you and Ed, wasn't it?
Yeah, me and Ed. Actually, the first song we played was "Hey Joe" by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Because that's the only song I kind of knew.
And then you spent a few weeks convincing me to come.
Yeah, it took quite a bit of effort. to
And then
convince you.
the first song we played all together was like a 25-minute version of Freebird.
Actually,
by Lynyrd Skynyrd. And then we were like, yeah, it should be quite good, so
Quite
we'll
good
stick
at
with
this.
it.
Used to play for the teeth and everything.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
No.
Freebird's a great song.
It is a great
That's a
song.
tune.
It is a
Live on
great song.
for millennia.
Absolutely stupendous live as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, saw that. Saw Lynyrd Skynyrd live a few years ago.
Cam
probably like
Smith, wasn't it?
Hammersmith Apollo, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
like 2014. It's
I think
amazing.
it was. Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah,
Rod Stewart that year as well.
yeah, he was good.
Good.
Mm.
How many albums have you released so far?
Let's count.
Not here.
I haven't got a clue.
I haven't got
No.
because not even
The
all
person
of
that's
them are.
likely to have a clue is Jack.
Yeah, not even all of them are like available. But I think we've probably got five albums, and then
Yeah,
like
maybe.
3 EPs, and then like a gazillion singles. Yeah.
And loads of stuff in the back closets as well.
Yes, we've got loads of songs that haven't been released.
Yeah.
You know, last year, I think I averaged about, I think I wrote about 300 songs last year.
Did he?
Yeah, that was just in 1 year. I'm always writing. And so we've got too many songs.
Too many songs, but it's a real process of just
Yeah.
looking at it critically and not too subjectively and trying to like figure out exactly what fits us now and what will work
Yeah.
and what's good for the band, you know.
How do you decide what you're going to write about? Or do you just...
Comes naturally. Usually, I'll just sit around, I'll either be playing the guitar or the bass or the keys or whatever. Sometimes I'll just like sing a melody, or I'll just start clicking and something will come. And usually, I always write the music first. That just happens in about 3 or 4 minutes. It's really quick because I'm a big believer in letting the song write itself. I don't believe you write the songs. I believe the song's already written. You've just got to find them. And so I never overcomplicate it. I just go with what it feels is right. And then usually the chorus comes, or like the chorus melody, and whatever the chorus is about is usually a dead giveaway about what the song is about. And it's basically just, it comes quite naturally. It's just like what you're feeling at that time. There's some more personal songs than others. There are songs which aren't necessarily personal. There's songs which are written about, that are written through the perspective of other people. Like, I've written songs from my mates' perspectives and all sorts of stuff. But it comes fairly naturally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all feeling, isn't it?
For
All
sure,
feeling.
for
There's
sure.
no set procedure.
Yeah.
What's the shortest song or the quickest song you've ever written?
Shortest song.
Is there one?
I think,
Actually, there is one.
I think our shortest song we've released,
Yeah.
because that whittles it down a little bit. We've released. It's probably one of the interlude ones. Like, it'll be from our last album, When the Pool Is Occupied. It will
Thank you, right.
it will either be Thank You, It's Gonna Be Alright, which is a closing track to that album, or the opening track, Happy Love Songs. I don't know which one is shorter, but there's not much in it. I think they're both around 1.5 minutes. That kind of thing.
Both brilliant songs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much.
Yeah, I think the shortest song I've written is probably about 45 seconds, but that's on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can carry on, if you can just do that,
Yeah.
less work for me.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to write a song? I suppose it all depends.
It all depends.
What comes.
Sometimes they come really quick. Like, I could write a song in 10 minutes, and it could be done. A lot of our songs have been written like that. Other times I could spend days on a song. It really just depends on. It just depends on the circumstance, and a lot of the times we'll have a song, and the song will be written quite quickly. We'll rehearse it with the band, and then we'll go into the studio, and the song will completely change. That's happened quite a lot. So yeah, it all depends on like the way the production goes in the studio, because most of the experimenting with songs isn't actually through the writing, it's through the arrangements and the production.
Yeah.
That takes the longest. But yeah, writing a song, it varies. It could be from 10 minutes to a week, really.
Yeah.
Or maybe even more sometimes.
Yeah. I'll definitely double what Jack says. I mean, from our recent experience of some of our latest recordings that we've done with our new producer over at the Biscuit Factory in London, and our label, like, it's really surprised it's taken some of our songs over to the studio, and like how much like we add and chop and change and stuff. Like the creative process really comes in the studio as well. Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Big
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You sort of go in the studio with an idea and it turns out different.
Yeah, all
Absolutely.
the time. And that's why I actually really love recording. Like a lot of bands, we've found a lot of bands either love playing live and hate playing in the studio, or they love recording in the studio and hate playing live. I think we're both. I love both. I
really
I
enjoy
prefer
it.
playing live
Personally,
because I think that's where this band comes from. But I also love the creative process in the studio. It's just because you don't know where it's going to go. You know,
No.
it's brilliant.
How did this current tour with Daniel Wakeford come about? How did you manage to
Yeah,
get on it?
So we played with him and the band, I think a year and a half ago in Brighton at the Prince Albert. We got that. I think we got that gig literally on like 3 days' notice because their original sport band pulled out. So we play. It was a double gig. It's one gig in the afternoon and then one gig in the evening. Yeah, we just all got on. We got on with the band, and they basically came to us and said, "Yeah, we would really like you to come and tour with us." Well, all right. Yeah, sure. Why not? We want to go and talk. So yeah. And then it was because we've all met each other before, and yeah, we're all friendly with each other. They're nice guys. We like to think we're nice guys. And yeah, it was as simple as that, really.
Yeah,
It was
I
really
mean,
seamless.
they're such a great band to tour with as well.
Yeah.
It's like everything's just so nice.
And they've been very
calm.
welcoming.
Yeah, very
Very
welcoming,
welcoming.
very attentive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Is there any band or any person you'd really like to work with?
Loads.
The Stones,
gotcha.
probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
I
we want to
wouldn't,
get
I
Keith
wouldn't,
Richards in
wouldn't
there
mind
definitely,
that.
of
some
course
way,
we
shape,
do.
or
Wouldn't
form.
mind that. One of my dreams is to duet Wild Horses. For us to duet Wild Horses with the Stones live
I
on
would
stage.
love that.
Because
I'd
obviously
love that.
that's a big part of where our name comes from. So that would be really cool.
Yeah.
So Stones, if you're listening,
Yes, Jagger, I challenge you to a harmonica.
I think Jagger would win.
Yeah,
to be honest.
stand off. Yeah, you think you've got it?
But loads of people. I think also it depends on if it suits the song. Like for example, I don't think, because we really care about the sound of music. So I don't think if we got a call from, say, I don't know, Rihanna to come into the studio and record a song with her, if it didn't fit right in the song, we would probably have to turn it down. As bad as that sounds, we probably would, because it's all about the music for us.
Yeah.
So we're open to collaborate with anyone.
Is that big the old paycheck is, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's not be too
Yeah,
hasty.
we're all about the money. But no, we're willing to collaborate with anyone. Oh, yeah.
Bottle of rosé and a big paycheck and we'll compromise.
Yeah.
The cheese board's obviously
Yes.
essential.
Yeah.
Red wine, cheese. As long as we got some of that, then you're our best friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. What's the theme or concept for your new album? Or can't you tell us yet?
I don't think we're actually allowed to tell, because,
Well,
we might be working towards one, we might not be. It's up in the air at the minute. We're just, at the moment, we're really enjoying releasing singles, and we're really enjoying that format. And we'll see where it goes. But yeah,
see
we
what
can't really
comes.
talk too much on that in a minute.
No.
But yeah, there will be something coming for sure. There always is with us.
You never know.
I've written about 4 albums in this space of like the last year. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's good. What are the plans for the future? Where would you see yourself in, say, 5 years' time? Or where would you hope to see yourself?
Wembley Stadium?
Is that it? 5 years.
No. Yeah, obviously we'd love to just keep playing. We'd love to be able to tour the world and just basically make this our full-time job.
I mean, we want to be on the road. 5 years' time, we want to be doing this. You know, we want to be just bringing our music to like every crook and cranny of the globe and just carrying our message with us as well. You know?
Yeah, like I think it's all about connecting with people that you've never met through music, which that's like the coolest thing about it. Like we meet people, like people come to our shows and we don't know who they are, but they come because they know our music, they like our music, and they're singing the songs that we wrote. And it's like that's the coolest part of it. And to be able to do that on a global scale would be pretty good. I'd be happy with that.
I'd be so happy with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Just really spread a good positive message.
Yeah.
Everything that we're about, and just unite people, connect people, and tell people the independent music. You know, it's here to stay.
Yeah.
It is, definitely.
It's here to stay.
Oh, for sure.
We love promoting it.
Thank you. Well, yeah, thank you for
We love you guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What other gigs have you got planned for the year? Can you remember
Loads.
the going?
So yeah, Birmingham tomorrow, the O2 Academy. That'll be the 1st of April. 13th of April at the Comedia in Brighton. 14th of April up in Bournemouth, and that is at the old fire station, I believe.
You
Then
got that right.
yeah,
You remember more than me.
I've
anyway,
got a photographic memory.
Yeah. thank God.
15th of April in Oxford at the O2 Academy. 22nd of April in Guildford at the Boiler Room. 28th of April in Bristol at Felka. 29th of April at the O2 Academy Islington in London. And then we're going to go on a UK tour in June. We haven't announced that yet, so I don't have a date available yet. We are supporting the Jewelers, who recently, I believe they sold out Wembley Arena. We're supporting them at Hawkfest in Hawkhurst, and that is in July sometime. I can't remember the exact date. I think it's like the 7th.
Hawkfest is August.
Oh, it's August.
It must be August.
I stand correct.
Take his word for it.
It's August. Yeah, no, you're right. It's August.
It's the August the 11th or 12th.
And then, yeah, there's a few festivals, outdoor gigs during the summer. Yeah, it's all on our website, which is at Wild Horse UK. It's all on there.
Good.
We're really looking forward to it as well.
Oh yeah.
Jewelers, so
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like we said, when we knew you were touring, we take the chance to come and see you.
Well, yeah, thank you for coming.
You haven't ventured far from your hometown.
No, this is what's been great about this tour. A lot of the places we play have been the first time we're playing it. Like, this is the first time we're playing Leeds. And
we love it here.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
I must say, you guys know music. You guys have good taste. You're very nice people, and we'd love to come up here more often.
And we will be.
We will be.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Where can people find your music?
So, our music can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Music, any sort of digital platform, and all you need to do is just type in Wild Horse, you will find it there. You can find us on Instagram at Wild Horse UK, that's the same for Facebook. Twitter is at Wild Horse Rock UK. TikTok, where we do sort of behind the scenes footage and funny videos, is wild_horse_band. And you can also follow us on Be Real, and that is wild_horse_band.
And if you guys, anyone watching wants to be part of the family intimately and be part of our group, please sign up to our email list. You guys will get discounts on all of our tickets and various other nice little surprises here and there. So if you join our email list, head to our Instagram page, go to our website.
Yeah, our website would be the place for that,
Website,
which is wildhorse-rockband.com.
That's it, just get it in. I'd love to see you guys in there.
You hopefully will.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Spending the time talking to us.
Thank you guys. It's been
And enjoy the show.
We're looking forward to it very much.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much. Now, that's just a rough idea.
Yeah.
You want to do it, you all want to do it.
Yeah, so so if we just go on Jack, Henry, and Wild Horse, you're listening to music mix on Sound of Spitfire, I guess. So yeah, I should go Jack,
Yeah.
Henry, and yeah. Cool. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Hello, I'm Henry.
I'm Ed.
And we're from Wild Horse, and you're listening to Martin's Music Mix on the Sound or Spitfire.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Very nice. Thank you for the prompt.
We like to try and make it easier because then everyone kind of gets in that zone with it.
That was a
and,
really good interview, actually.
And also the fact is that in these social situations with a gig, you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
I've been in the back of it, so for me, I can prompt him as a producer and say, this needs to happen that way. And when he says why, I can say, because I know how it works.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we're so good as a team to try and get together.
Yeah, you guys have definitely,
Exactly.
you guys have got a good thing going here.
The
was a
last
good interview.
I did was with Andy Scott from Swing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so literally the guy with the long white hair out
Yeah.
of the swing.
How did you do that? I said, what do you mean? He said, it sounds as though you were buddies.
Yeah.
I
mean-
for years. I said,
Yeah.
is it?
When we got
That's a sign
started
of
out,
a good
right, we've
Yeah.
interviewed some of the most oddball people for our taste in music.
Yeah.
I mean, we interviewed Jane MacDonald, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
One of the best things we've ever done. And we were one of only 4 people for a year that got an interview with her.
Really?
Yeah. Right. And when we did that interview, she ended up pouring the champagne in the back herself. Yeah, instead of her people and her PR team.
You sent to PR, you get the champagne. I'll pour it. No, you won't. She said, I'll do it myself.
I'll do it
I
myself.
love it.
Love that.
I do apologise,
Yes.
it's only plastic cups, I won't.
Love it.
Oh,